Hey, what's going on, kings and queens? This is your girl, Queen 318 Ray with the Deep House Queens TV, and we are back with another one. Okay, this is coming from Lovely T, or for her reels. Um, this is the the lawyers for workers guy. He been following the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case, and he's talking about the opening statements for the trial that's going on. At this time, he's talking about Chelsea Nicole. The fighting situation and what the prosecution opening statement is. And I'm going to use Lovely T, and then I'm going to go to Black T blog as well. I try to go to his IG page, and I couldn't find it. So I hope that they don't mind me using their content. But it is him talking, but it's on their page. So shout out to Lovely T, and also to Black T blog. This is where I got my content from. Again, I tried to go to his IG page, which he don't have anything, so I don't know if it's on his Twitter or his IG, but his IG is not officially up where the statement was today when they had court today. So this is the Meg Thee Stallion Tory Lanez trial, day one, opening defense, and I'm gonna come back and give you guys day two of what he had to say that really doesn't make sense on what Megan had to say about what happened and who was there, and she didn't see anybody. So her statement is conflicting on to what eyewitness people had to say, and from us speculating on what really happened. So it's kind of odd that the prosecutors are now saying what Megan had said, that she did not see Kelsey when Tory Lanez had pow her. So if you ain't see Kelsey around, so where was she? That don't make sense at all, because of what the witnesses have said is that they've seen two females fighting with a gun. So is Megan trying to protect Kelsey? And so I'm gonna try to find a statement with Kelsey of her statement, because you really don't have too much, because she's supposed to testify Friday, but she wound up testifying yesterday. So I'm gonna try to come back and show you guys what, because I know Dennis, the guy Dennis, the one that did the Cardi B and Tasha K recap, he also is following this case as well, and he had a lot of interesting things to say as well for this case too. And a lot of the stuff that the prosecutor is trying to put up with Tory Lane on this case, it's not sounding like everything's adding up, you guys. And I'm just giving y'all my opinion, in my opinion only. These are not facts. I don't have inside details on what's going on with this case. I'm here to give you my opinion, and that is it. I'm not on Tory Lane's side. I'm not on Meg Thee Stallion's side. I'm on the side of the truth, because in this case, this man can go to jail for a long time, and also can be deported over a lie, maybe. But from the her getting pow pow in the feet or foot, the feet or the foot, it doesn't make sense, because the bullet fragments is the main ingredient that's important for this. So where are the bullet fragments? That is the main thing. Where are the bullet fragments for your foot or your feet? So this right here is not making sense at all, you guys. I mean, because that what they really need. If you have somebody have gotten pow pow, we need the bullet fragments. Had the who was in charge of this case, and why is it the bullet fragments is missing from evidence? Forget about who shot who. Where are the bullet fragments at? They just can't up and disappear out of the evidence chamber or whatever. Y'all watch TV. Y'all know what that stuff is. So why is that missing? And where are they? Or maybe they wasn't. So this case from the beginning, you guys, has been very, very slippery slow.
At opening statements. Opening statements are still actually going. We had to pause midway through for lunch. Better than TV. If you watch the prosecution's opening statement, you would say guilty. If you then watch the defense's opening statement, you would say, what the hell is the prosecution thinking, charging him? Basically, the prosecution started with this story. They said that, hey, they're all at the party, and Tory is leaving the party with Meg. They're in the car. An argument breaks out, during which Meg says and insults his skills as a rap artist. This leads to a situation where she gets out of the car and he shoots at her feet and yells, "Dance, bitch." And then she ends up at a hospital, and a doctor takes out 3 fragments of bullet wounds from her foot. Now, if you just hear, and the prosecution says that Kelsey, the other woman in the car, is going to testify that Tory shot Meg. And Kelsey has a text message where she texts somebody that, hey, Tory shot Meg. And then the rest of the prosecution's case is based on all these calls and texts where Tory's like, oh, I'm so sorry, oh, I'm so drunk. He never says that I shot him. He's like, oh, I'm just so sorry, I'm so drunk. So question what he's apologizing for. So that's the prosecution's case. Seems pretty easy. Then the defense comes up, and man, it gets spicy. First, the defense goes, they're not telling you about half of what's going on. The most important thing they're not telling you about an eyewitness who saw 2 women fighting, Kelsey and Meg. And so let's talk about why them 2 are fighting. Let's talk about how she was in the front seat. The gun was caught in the front seat. Let's talk about how she might have gunpowder. She does have gunpowder. Let's talk about how this has nothing to do with the fight between Tory and Meg and everything to do with the fight between Meg and Kelsey. And then the defense starts dropping the bombs. He basically says this, that they're in the car. Yeah, they left. But do you know why they left? They left because Kylie and Tory were in the pool together. And Kelsey and Meg both felt some type of way about that, to the point that Meg felt really some type of way about that. And she was really trying to go, to the point that eventually, because of how Meg is acting, this is according to the defense, Kylie Jenner goes to Meg Thee Stallion and says, it's time for you to leave. They all leave. The defense's point is what happens in the car is this. Tory questions Kelsey, hey, Kelsey, why are you backing up Meg for me trying to, get it on with Kylie Jenner? Meg has been snaking men from you your whole life. I hooked up with you, Kelsey. And then Meg went behind your back and hooked up with me. And, Kelsey, this is not the first time. You have been hooking up with Ben Simmons. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with Ben Simmons. You have been hooking up with the baby. Meg went behind your back and hooked up with the baby. And so the defense starts dropping all these grenades. The crowd is captivated. The jury's like, oh, what's going on? Elaine's trial. We have.
Okay, so that's what they got so far, you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upload this, and I'm gonna come back and upload the another one for part 2. So stay tuned. And this is a very messy situation that's going on in this Tory Lanez situation. So like I said, the prosecution is trying to make everything seem like the fight was between Meg Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez behind his career of rapping. And so the defense team is like, nah, let's talk about the real reason why the fight happened is because of Meg Thee Stallion keeps snaking Kelsey. Because the one I'm gonna show you guys with Black Tea Blog is that they're trying to start this narrative of everything that Kelsey had pertaining to a man. Here comes Meg Thee Stallion backdooring her behind a man. So that's what the defense team is trying to push that narrative in, but the prosecution want to say, oh, she was clowning him behind his music, which doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, everybody doesn't make the best music, but why would you just push that narrative for someone to pow you? It doesn't make any sense. That's my opinion, and that's what the prosecution is saying as well. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to do so. Hit the notification bell button, hit all every time I upload. You guys be notified. Also, thumbs up. Don't let YouTube play in your face, because every time I upload, you guys will be notified, like I said. So go ahead and thumbs up the channel so it can be pushed out. Leave a comment so I know what you guys thought about this content. And welcome, my kings and my queens, my tiaras and my crowns. And this thing called life, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but keep your faith in God. He will push you through. I love you. God love you. And I hope you love yourself even more. Keep it in mind, it will get greater later. Bye, you guys.